with the most prestigious and the foremost authority in the diamond trade, the GIA. Because your dedication and commitment have brought you to this moment, and my dear friends, this moment is worth celebrating. So a big round of applause to all of you over here. Lovely. So at GIA, I'm sure you only have not gained the theoretical knowledge, but also the practical expertise that sets you apart in this competitive world. Friends, today marks the most significant milestone in your journey. And what you are receiving is just not the certificate, but are stepping into the world of infinite possibilities, combined with knowledge, wisdom, and guidance from the GIA faculty. You are from outside Mumbai. Raise your hand. How many are from? Okay. Wow. Lovely, lovely. All right, great. So I'm sure that all of us here will have their own stories and struggle to share, like the way I have my own story and struggle to share. So which brings to the first topic of mine, which I have selected for today, is the art of storytelling. This is going to be helpful for you all, whichever way you look at it, in the professional life, in the personal life. Art of great storytelling. It's the most powerful way to influence our minds and behavior, and it's a great marketing and leadership tool too. So anything which is said as a story makes it very memorable. The story that connects to us all, the story that brings us all together over here, which I truly believe in, and I would like to share the story about diamonds. So that story would go like this. So what I believe, that what we are selling is just not a product, it's just not a commodity. So one line which we keep hearing all the time, and which is probably one of the ringtones, the famous ringtones for all over diamond industry, the diamond is forever. We keep hearing this, Hira hai sada ke liye. So to me, this is just not a statement, it's just not any tagline. This line holds the fundamental truth that why we all are here. It says that this diamond, Hira hai sada ke liye, it says the diamond has been here with us from ever and ever. Like the oldest diamond which was known to mankind is nearly 100 crore years old. Diamond is a miracle and a gift to this mother nature to express the most simple and the most important emotion of two human beings, which we call love. And why we choose a diamond is just not because the diamond is old, but because it is permanent, and hence our love for the other person is permanent. It is symbol of love and celebration of womanhood. So whatever be the shape, size, quality of our diamond, we all should know that these miracles are even older than the Mount Everest. And the fact that we all can touch, feel, and most importantly for all of us, we all can make a living out of this is just truly amazing. So it is very important to remind ourselves that what business exactly do we do, and what exactly do we sell or grade. Is it just like D, E, F, G, D to J colors, just the 4 C's, fancies, rounds, single stone, solitaires? I request each one of you to think about this and come up with your own story. In our business, what we sell is not just the carbon stones. What we actually sell is an emotion of trust and love, and the inherent value of diamond, which is being forever constant. So this is how we just create stories, and which becomes a part of something in a more convincing way. And I request you all over here to come up with your own story, be it for your personal life, be it for your professional life. Jot down your experiences, the facts of your life, the actual data, and come up with your own story and just keep getting better at it. Okay, now I would like to take a brief moment and introduce myself. You already seen our brand AV. So I rate my life as someone who's always been at the right place at the right time, and I've been blessed with ample opportunities and success in my life, and of course a lot of moments of failures and frustration too. So talking about failures, I just remember a recent event which I got to attend. I guess the name of the event was 40 under 40. This event was, I don't know if any of you have attended this event. It was just held by World Gold Council last month, and where I got to hear some legendary speakers, the success behind Carrot Lane, whom I'm following since last almost 2 decades now. Mithun Sacheti, the success behind Carrot Lane, and one more leader I got to hear, which was not from our industry, Siddharth Shah, the legendary guy behind the success of Farm Easy. So I was deeply touched and by the humble and candid speech. They mentioned that people and media around us just keep talking about success all the time, and success is always overrated. But seldom people talk about the failures and what exactly go behind the brand. I mean, you saw the brand AV and you might see, oh, this guy is so successful. They've got so many retail outlets and penetration in US, UK, and the number of the large factories that we have. But people seldom realize that what has actually gone behind the brand. And I strongly believe that these failures need to be celebrated more than the success. And that makes us more stronger and resilient and teaches us the most important lesson of the life, that success is truly the outcome. So that was about the diamond opportunities. And anyone who has got any questions, first I was thinking after every session I will take some Q&A, and if people have any questions I can answer there and there. But then seeing the way I guess everybody is trying to be so attentive, I don't want to break the silence of this, and just move ahead, and just if anybody has any questions you can just keep in mind, and I'll be happy to answer after this. So this is one of my favorite subjects, because I've been part of the retail and online business since last 14 years. Retail has seen a major transformation. So if we look at how the markets were before 15 years, the majority of the jewelry buying was happening in the bridal sector. But now the expression of womanhood is changing. So when I talk to a young confident woman who's walking in our store, we will learn that today's woman is highly multifaceted. So what I mean by multifaceted is like morning they might drop their kids to school, they take care of their home too. Maybe they are doing the 9-to-5 jobs, or they are in their own family-owned businesses, and even in the evening they don't mind coming back and sipping a glass of wine. So how they accessorize themselves, how the woman is reflecting upon themselves is changing, and diamonds are playing a very important role in this. So the point I'm trying to make is, it's there. The biggest segment of purchase today, where the main growth is seen, is the self-purchase. So gone are the days. So this is since we have got 5 retail outlets, one in Dubai, Goa and Mumbai. So from the experience of the last 10 years, we see the gone are the days when people used to drive their sales and during the festive season, during the marriage season, but now the biggest point of sale is the self-purchase, and that's we are targeting our social media activities and driving the traffic there. Even the analysis based on artificial intelligence is becoming a reality. We all should accept that what has worked in the past may not work in the future. The need of the hour is to think fresh, try new methods, make small changes. Retailers have to evolve in their methods. Helping the consumer is more important than rather confusing the customer. Data is a real thing, and application of data in real time is very important. Pursuing designs after designs, trays after trays is becoming a past history now, and going forward digital is the way to engage new customers and even reduce a lot of our inventory cost. So innovation is the driving force behind the transformation of the diamond industry. B2C was the way to go. We identified a few markets where there was no organized retailing. Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore were quite, even at that time, quite saturated, and it was very difficult to make our own mark with the limited capital that we come in with. So firstly, we identified few markets where there was no organized retailing back then. And I yet remember that 2003, one of the data published, the government data was published where it reflected that Goa as a state had the highest number of per capita income and the fixed deposits. Even if you go back then 2003 data, you'll realize Goa has the highest number of per capita income. So we decided to catch hold of that market. It was a virgin market, hardly any organized retailing was there back then. So we started networking with the help of few friends, and we adopted a strategy of doing exhibitions and shows there. So I still remember that was one of the most challenging, toughest, but the most fun-loving part of our journey, where we did almost 50 to 70 private shows back and forth from Bombay to Goa, and almost in a span of 1.5-2 years, more than 50 to 70 shows we have done, and made an excellent base of clientele over there. And 2004, as you saw in our brand AV, We opened our first store in Panjim in Goa, just a diamond jewelry store. Back then 1500 square foot of diamond jewelry in 2004 was a big thing for Goa. And then the second came in 2008 in Margaon. The third of the store came in Kandolim in 2012. And I can proudly say that currently, in spite of all the big chain stores and the brand presence in Goa, I mean last 5, 7, 8 years we have seen Tanesh, almost all the big brands, Kalyan is going to come in the coming 2 years. So in spite of all the big brands, our brand presence in Goa is so strong that we are yet rated as #1 retail outlet in diamond jewelry, and we are holding this position since last 2 decades. Even if you try to browse and Google it, Goa diamond jewelry, you'll see Manek Gem always on the top. But the US markets I found was very tricky. It was very organized, very corporate types, unlike anything that we do in India. Back then I was stunned at the way business is done over there. So in order to really understand the US markets in depth, I decided to take up a job there. And that was the first job of my career and that was the first and the last job of my career. So I decided to take up a job there, and here I guess I've shared with Miss Manisha, or I guess that I owe a big thank you to GIA, because back then GIA used to organize career fairs in New York, in LA, and so one of the career fairs in New York, I'd been there, and I was lucky enough to find a job as a diamond buyer in one of the very big jewelry manufacturing company called Mendelssohn and Associates. So I really owe a big gratitude to GI for this. So the idea is being just a graduate student and finding an American company, getting a job there, and they applied for my work permit as well. It was really surprising for all the friends and families around. So the point I'm trying to make here is that luck will only favor those who are very well prepared in life. I guess I can go to the next slide. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So luck opportunities, I guess this will be really interesting for you all as a fresh budding graduates and looking out for great career opportunities. So diamond industry in India is not just about commerce. It's about the legacy, the heritage, the craftsmanship, and many, as I saw that many are already from the existing diamond jewelry trade and already family-owned businesses. So they would really truly believe this, that it's about the legacy, the heritage and the craftsmanship and the passion which is passed through generations. Our industry is evolving, and so are the job opportunities. Whether you choose to work as a gemologist, a diamond grader, a designer, a diamond buyer, or in your own family-owned businesses, or for example even trading on platforms like RepNet, the possibilities are endless, and there is something for everyone. And let's not just forget the global nature of this industry, where the opportunities are not just limited to India. But beyond these job prospects, I would urge you all to find your own passion. Seek out opportunities that align with your interest and the values. So I'm sure the past few years have been a roller coaster ride for the natural diamond markets, to the extent that people, even including my father, who have given their entire life to this industry, were shaken up because of the growing demand and sales of the lab-grown diamonds. I personally believe that the fundamental fact of natural diamonds, its rarity, its ageless characteristics, that goes to suggest that the man-made diamond industry can never sustain the test of times, and that's what I'm seeing it happening. I'm already seeing a major shift back in the manufacturing and the trading side, and even the LGD sales in the last few quarters of US and China has been really sluggish. So no doubt I've got nothing against the LGD diamonds, but no doubt the LGD shall definitely find its own market share as fashion jewelry brands. But I can assure you that the natural diamond shall always remain the symbol of love and shall never lose its shine. Now, talking about the current markets and the opportunities that are within the markets. So recently I got a very good time to spend with Mr. Martin Rappaport. This event was a roundtable conference event just a month back. It was organized, and I was lucky enough to get invited in that event. And he gave a beautiful insight about the current diamond situations, and as the statistics that he shared, which I'm quoting right now, is that 2025 onwards we are very bullish about the natural diamond trades. Maybe say that 2024 we might yet see some 5 to 8% corrections in the Repaport pricing, but going forward, we say the hard fact that the natural diamond supply is depleting by the day. So you'll be surprised that I guess I'm sure everybody will be knowing that 2020 the Argyle mines, the most famous mines, Argyle mines, they shut down its operation. So after extracting nearly 865 million carats of rough diamonds and 37 years of its operation, Argyle mines had to shut its operation just because the rough diamond supply is depleting. And as per the data, by 2050, the natural diamond demand shall be more than 300 million carats, but the rough diamond which will be coming out of mines will be less than 100 million carats. So by going forward, we anticipate a decent price surge and also the demand surge in the mined natural diamonds. Also I hear that the DBS is investing nearly $20 million in the natural diamond markets by the campaign called Seize the Day. I'm sure you must have seen the videos of Seize the Day. It is marketed mostly in US, in China, in Japan. It's going very big, and they are wanting to make it as big as the Diamond Forever campaign. Alumni meets also in US, in the JCK show also. Last time I was there, a part of the alumni meet, and so the job I got in back in USA was because of the career fairs which were organized by GIA. So I would just like to lay the last emphasis on the power of networking. So I'm sure some of you have done a 6 weeks course or a 12 weeks course, but so quite a time has passed, and I guarantee you guys all have taken a great decision in your life by doing this course at GIA. And today you all are far more prepared to give the job interviews at the companies of your dreams, much better informed in taking decisions in your family-owned businesses. And each one of you has much better reserve of diamond knowledge. I'm sure many of you have made good friends and network within your own class. And today as you all walk as alumni of this great institute, trust me, this shall go a very long way in building your own job prospects and your businesses. So from now on, I am the GIA Diamond graduate or a gemologist or a designer, a GIA Diamond certified will be the first line of your introduction wherever you go in this world. Every single person is an inspiration to each other, and someone from this batch can be your next boss, your colleague, or even your partner. But remember, success doesn't come overnight. It requires patience, resilience, and willingness to learn both from success and failures. Guys, may your journey ahead be filled with success, fulfillment, and endless opportunities. The world is yours for taking, and congratulations once again to all the graduates. So I guess from there it is very easy to multiply and generate more revenues. Yes. Wow. So as I said that one has to find your own passion, and by doing the GIA course, I'm sure you've already proved that your passion is somewhere in the diamond. Maybe one of your friends or some of your family. So what made you come for this course? I mean, what's the story behind? How did you decide that you want to do a GIA course? From a relative, and that relative is in the jewelry business.
Diamonds has a good margin.
And where are you coming from? Jalgaon. Oh, lovely, excellent. Well, I do not mind if anyone who has questions the kind of he has, how to start the career, so I've really guided many of them. My father has guided many in this industry who have absolutely from start nowhere came into this industry, tried to learn from institutes like GIA, and made a great career out of it. We have so many examples also, but the best way to start is to with a GIA kind of certificate and the knowledge that you have gained here. As I said, it's not just theoretical knowledge, but you've gained the expertise. and that's what I am a GIA graduate is going to form the first line of your introduction. So best is to apply in all the corporates. The corporates have become very big now. There's a huge scope there. So instead of getting into your own business and starting something on your own, the first and foremost is to get into one of the corporates. If not corporates, there are many other retail brands, and learn more on the B2C aspect of the business, because B2C is the way to go, is the way forward. Will the big money what we see and the way the retail market is shaping up, the brand building business is yet in its baby stage right now in India. We are yet very far from countries like US, Japan, where we have seen so there's a huge scope here. So get your experience. I'm sure with GI kind of a certificate, one can get into a good corporate, gain your experience for 2-3 years, take some inspirations and some kind of knowledge from people like us who are more than happy. The GI faculties, I'm sure with the kind of experience that he has and the kind of things that he can share about these will be phenomenal, and I'll be always happy if anybody wants to meet me on personal one-to-one basis in my office and discuss something about their career or how to shape it up, or if I can assist them in some way, and I would be more than happy to. But the way forward is just take up
No, not only that, the part that GIA has been knowledge-based. I think a lot of us are not focusing on the students around us. Like, for example, me, I see him, he's in KDK Diamond, he's in Dubai,
wow.
he's in California, he's in Hong Kong, and everyone has different countries. But to answer this question, how can you make money or profit revenue if you don't have that background? But all of us are friends and we're a lot alumni. We have people over the world.
True.
Now, for example, he's in Africa.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
he has an export company from Africa. So I remember all these things because when I was in college, I'm 30.
Right.
My friends from college are the politicians, senators, they're the biggest different. So I meet them in life. So right now, everyone is like, oh, we're just studying to become graduates. But you don't understand that the people in this room right now are the people you're going to get the parcels from, are the people you're going to see the watches from, are the exporters.
100% true.
Gold, diamonds, lab, whatever is here, color stones, the alumni. We can call you, we can go to your office. We have the opportunity to be, with everyone in the.
So that's what I shared, the power of networking. I guess you all are sitting on a gold mine right now, which each one of you is not understanding. Even as of now, the last meet that we had, the 40 under 40 event that we had, I met a lot of GI alumni there, and we exchanged so much of talks about the LGDs, and we shared some of the deals that we have. I do a lot of closeout businesses. That's how the businesses are happening. I mean, you all are already sitting on a gold mine with people from different industries, different countries, I guess, and GI does not leave any stone unturned for networking. I mean, the ample of opportunities are given for networking, the team building, the team bonding activities. So I guess your businesses. That's why I mentioned in one of my topics that one of you is your next boss or your partner or your colleague, and I guess within these room only I can see a lot of business happening. And if one is really focused on the business, I don't think so if you would even need to go out of this, because many of you I see are already much ahead in the career path. They are much ahead in the family-owned businesses. I'm sure many of you. I guess I would, if I happen to talk to each one of you and try and then I would be the one who would be walking out with more wisdom and knowledge from here, because a lot of you are from their own family-owned businesses, which they can share their own experiences and what they have learned from their fathers and forefathers, and I'm sure it's a lot of people are in the second or third generation of this business. So I guess the best way is to bond, make exchange numbers, go on the team building activities, alumni meets, make your own group circles, parties, and meet like-minded people. And I guess this is how the business is going to grow. Yeah, I hope that answers it.
So one question I had was about.
One second. Before, I was just curious to know that where are you coming from? Yep.
I'm from New York, but my family, the business is based in the Dominican Republic.
All right.
And I had a good opportunity where I do social media marketing. And I helped a lot of companies, in short time to make 5-10 crores in less than a year.
Wow.
Social media. So
All right.
I said, if I could help those people do it, why can I do it? So I just started implementing it myself. No family, just straight business. Like I said, I know people, so I just contact them. You got a product, I know someone that wants it.
All right, okay.
You know, she sells, diamonds, just to say, okay, well you have, okay, yeah. And I find a client that wants diamonds. I add a little margin to it. I don't put my money in. I make 7, 8, 9%
Lovely.
sales without putting any money. So then I became close friends to a prime minister in the Dominican Republic, and just like, I invest anything that I have to invest in jewelry, go take a GIA course. And
Lovely. So the next question to you is, why GIA in India?
GIA in India because I've already been all over, California, I've been, London.
Yeah.
I decided I wanted to experience the Indian culture.
Oh, seriously?
Yes.
And so you have, do you have any friends or families here in Mumbai?
I came to India and I didn't know nobody.
You know nobody. So just like a backpacker, you just came and. Oh, lovely. I mean, that is some a reverse story that I'm seeing here.
No, I came like Napoleon. I came, I saw him, I came to India, I've seen.
You came like a Napoleon, huh? Lovely. That is some story. This guy has already. I guess he's been very focused on my storytelling aspect. I guess he's already made his own story around here, and I guess that's how it is. You make your own story, keep getting better at it, and it's a true story. I mean, yeah, people aspire to go to Carlsbad and do GIA, and people from the tier 2 and tier 3, and people around in India, they want to come to Mumbai and do it. And here's what I'm seeing. It's a great story, which I can even kind of go and I can tell it to Modi also, that this person is coming from US and doing a GIA here in India. So that's great, lovely. I guess round of applause to this guy. Yeah? Lovely. That's really nice. I would really. Sorry, LGDs? What do you want to know about this?
Most of the LGDs are in larger production.
Correct.
Naturals are on diminished production.
Correct.
What's your take on LGDs and naturals as per the market?
No, I guess I shared the data also, which Martin Rappaport shared with us in the last meeting. LGDs are, now they are commoditizing LGDs. Even the DBS have taken the steps of, so now anything which will be commoditized, which will be accounted as a commodity, will sell, even you take a 10 pointers or a 1 carater, everything will go at $100 per carat. So it's just a matter of another 12 months or another 2 years where, so LGD will have its own market share. A lot of our traders, manufacturers, site holders who have highly leveraged in LGDs in the past 5, 7, 8 years are all either again coming back to naturals, they are reducing their LGD production again. Some of them have completely turned into naturals already. And this is happening at a very rapid pace in the past 3 quarters, I guess. I see a very bright future for natural diamond industry. No, I don't have anything against LGDs. I myself was looking at that market share, the way it was going forward. I had a lot of discussion with you also just now before some time. But natural, we are highly positive. The way Martin also gave his statistics, everything was data driven. Nothing was just his ideas or his love for natural diamond. Everything was data driven, and 2025, 26 onwards, and the way the natural Argyle, as I said, Argyle mines shut down. So that's a big take that natural diamonds supply is depleting by the day. The data what I said, you can go online and there are some. It's quite astonishing to see that by 2050 the demand is going to be at least 3 or 4 times of what the supply is going to be. So you can yourself imagine where the natural diamond pricing is going to surge. So I guess this is the best time you guys are in this line. I mean, 3 years before, when the LGDs were too much in rage, it was a different scenario altogether. I mean, including people like us who are in this trade from last 3-4 decades. So, but I guess this is the best time of the industry, and it's growing at such a rapid pace. So, natural diamonds, I don't see any issues. No, it is. It was getting divided, but so as a retailer, I see a very gradual shift. Being the 4-5 outlets, we see our own clients who are buying natural diamond were demanding for LGDs. Many of them we assisted also in buying. Since they are own clients, they're coming to us, okay, Ketan, I want LGD 3 carat or 5 carat. I said, okay. We assisted them. But after the LGD prices dropped so much, right now everything is nearly $100 to $200 per carat. Most of the articles in LGDs, and still it is depleting. Again, people are gaining the trust back. I will not say they're losing trust in LGDs. LGDs as it is, when never a competition. It was just for even moissanite when they came in, I guess 2008, 2009 moissanite came. 1 year, 2 year, it created so much of rage. It started with the B2B, the manufacturers. Oh, nobody can identify it. It looks like diamond. And but the learned people who were there in the industry, they predicted is everything is going to be 1 or 2 years, and again the machines will come, the labs will start identifying moissanites, and it became a separate industry. Moissanites had its market share, it had its ups and downs. It is still there. I mean, recently I had seen Fiona, I guess they opened few stores in moissanite, they shut few, they opened few more. But I guess the same will repeat with the LGDs, you know. But of course LGDs is a one step further, because labs like GIA and IGIs are certifying them. That makes it so even we as a natural diamond, someone who is so much leveraged and always in for the natural diamond trade, have even requested to the councils to request the laboratories to. I guess in the going forward, I don't see many will even certify LGDs the way the prices are falling down. So rather than if somebody will position their brand, LGD will have a beautiful future if you position your brand in such a way. Like the Swarovski did. What does Swarovski do? They just sell crystals. Crystals are amazing. Their crystals are the best. I guess if somebody can position their brand in such a manner, LGDs is a beautiful business. It is a very low cost inventory business, and it has a great future also. It is, but I don't see it as a great competition the way it was in the last 5-7 years. I think it will be a completely segregated market. It will come under a fashion jewelry segment. The way the youngsters, the new generations are, the way the per capita is going up, will be completely categorized as in a fashion jewelry brand. I don't see as a much challenge to natural diamond, especially after meeting few leaders in the diamond industry.